Yay. And we're live over here. Let me just make sure those are running. Even if they weren't, then I guess there's nothing I could really do about that. But let's see. I think we're live on LinkedIn also. I guess we'll just assume that it's running. I can't see that it is, but okay. Sorry about that, Instagram. We're now live in both places, I believe. And so, hello, happy Friday. Well, I'm recording this on a Friday. You might be listening to it as a pod or reading it as a blog. So I like to maximize my time. And so I record my lives as a podcast / video, and then turn that podcast into a blog / vlog. So it's a pod vlog blog all at one time. Thank you for watching, whether you're here live or you are watching the replay or reading or just listening. I'm glad you're here. My name is Tracy, and I'm excited to talk with you today about, we're going to be talking about AI. It's everywhere, and like it or not, it's shaping the future of online business and all business everywhere, really. But I'm going to stay focused on online business because that's what I like to talk about. And that's what those are the people that I work with, online business owners and entrepreneurs, and like to come up with the strategies. So I want to talk specifically to online business owners. I don't know if I said my name. I'm Tracy with Limitless Business Online, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to talk about AI, and it is shaping the future of online business, but a lot of people are nervous about it or fear it even. And I actually wrote kind of a script here, and I wrote, should we fear it or should we find ways to work with it? And today I'm diving into how I went from an AI skeptic to seeing it as an essential business tool. We'll get to that in just a minute. If you're watching the replay or you're here live, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, you can still comment and let me know your thoughts at any point throughout the replay. So once again, for anyone joining late or who doesn't know me, I'm Tracy, the founder of Limitless Business Online. I am an online business strategist, coach, and fractional project manager who helps online business entrepreneurs with business strategies, systems, support, and project management. I've been in the online business space since about 2012, and I absolutely love that online business and the work done online is truly limitless. There are no boundaries, no walls. That's what I love about online business. So it's your turn. In the comments, you can tell me where you're joining from. If you're watching the replay, type replay just to let me know. What do you do in the online business space? Are you here just checking it out? I don't know. I'd love to hear what you do in the online business space. That's also one of my favorite parts of online business, is that you can meet people from all over the world. And so I would love to meet you. Okay, so today, let's join the proverbial conversation going on all over the online business space about AI. So I titled this talk today, From AI Skeptic to AI Superfan: 3 Ways AI is Changing My Work in Online Business. So I'm going to share with you today 3 ways that I plan to use and that I am using AI, ChatGPT. That's the tool that I'm using, is ChatGPT. And I'll share with you how I am using it in my business, and that I encourage you to use it in your business too. So there's lots of how to use it videos out there. So that's not really what I'm going to go, I'm not going to teach you how to use it so much, because there are already a lot of people teaching that. This is more about, ways to utilize it so that it helps maximize your effort in your online business. So I've been listening to several of my favorite thought leaders in the online business space about AI and what their predictions are for 2025. And I thought I would join the conversation as a fellow thinker. So I listen and I think and process, and I have to think and think and think. So here are my thoughts. I'm noticing a lot of people are afraid and worried about AI for the future. And I do agree that there are a lot of unknowns for the future in AI, but I also feel like we need to embrace the technology and figure out, just take some time, figure out how we can utilize it to make life better. If you choose not to embrace AI in online business, I think you'll be left behind in our crazy fast, ever changing, and evolving world, this online business space. It moves fast, it changes fast. And if you don't embrace AI, I think you'll be left behind. So we got to buckle up and figure this thing out, right? So let me start here. About a year and a half ago, I found myself really annoyed with AI. It was everywhere. Everyone was talking about it, and they still are. Um, and I remember having the thought of something like, I am not going to jump on the bandwagon and use it all the time for everything. I still want to be human and use my brain for all the things that I need to do. Um, and that was really like a short sighted view, I think. I have since changed my tune, because I've started embracing AI and seeing the benefits, how it can make, everything you're doing, make it a little bit faster and even better. So I'll share more about that in just a second. Do you remember when you first started using the internet? Take a second and kind of try to think back. When did you first start using the internet? Of course, if you're here, probably on Instagram, and you are a digital native, so there was internet from the day you were born. Then, if you were born after 1995, you're a digital native and you've always had the internet. So you probably don't remember any different, but I do remember when I first started using the internet regularly. It was after college, even. So, yeah, I'm dating myself here. But I remember in about 1998 when I got my very first website for my Mary Kay business. I remember vividly sitting in my dark, kind of dingy kitchen in our rental house that was out in the country. I remember sitting there. My computer was on just a little table in the corner of our kitchen. And I remember signing up for a free website where customers could place their orders. And I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. It was also a little scary. I felt like I was heading out into the Wild West of selling through the internet. And as we all know, it worked out fine, and life got a little easier for everyone by being able to order things online through the internet, right? Wouldn't you agree? So, fast forward 27 years later to today, AI feels a little uncertain, a little scary, and like we're heading into the Wild West, to the uncharted territory once again. And, we are. But by experimenting with it, listening to how others are using it, and getting educated on how to use it, I'm feeling much more comfortable, and I'm choosing to embrace it. I think we have to embrace it because it's not going anywhere. And you have to use it in order to not fear it. I do reserve the right to change my mind at all times in the future, though, at any time in the future. So here are three ways I'm already using ChatGPT and I will continue to use in my business throughout this year, unless, like I said, I choose to change my mind. So, number one, I'm using it as a trusted team member. So I'm kind of trying to think of AI like, um, you know, like a VA or someone on my team. So one tip for using it this way, like a trusted team member, is to talk to it like a person. I have heard, and actually, I meant to ask ChatGPT this before I gave this talk. Was it true that if you are polite and kind and use conversational language, that you'll get better results? Because that's what I've been told and trained, that use please and thank you and talk to it almost human like, and you'll get better results. So that's what I'm doing. I'm treating it like a trusted team member. You probably already know this also, that in Chat GPT, and that's the only tool that I've used, so I don't know how the others work, but in Chat GPT, once you ask AI for an answer or give it a prompt, you can title that GPT, that chat, as a conversation and come back to it over and over again. So you keep the conversation going like you would with a friend in a text thread. So that's another way to use it like a trusted team member. Keep a conversation going. Just today, I was writing this script for this video, and I asked ChatGPT to analyze my script and offer any suggestions it had for improvement. It asked me a few questions that really helped me improve, I think, I hope, what I'm sharing today. So I'm thinking I will title some of my conversations with titles like social posts, podcast scripts, podcast ideas, and I'll also use ad details and copy. So I'm hoping that by keeping those kind of four categories, that the conversations will get better and better, because the AI will start to learn my language, like learn how I talk, learn how I speak, and we'll see how that goes. Um, I'm looking at it like I'll be meeting with a team member in those conversations. Okay, so the second way that I'm planning to use AI from now until the near future, or however long, is to use it for idea generation. And I'm sure you've heard this. This is nothing new under the sun, but just wanted to point out a few thoughts since I am a thinker. Number one, it is a tool that can search the internet. Sorry, hold on. It can search the internet and read way faster than any human. So using it for idea generation is smart. It just makes sense because it's going to be able to find resources and information for you so much faster than you could do it by yourself. One example I'm thinking of is searching for SEO keywords that people are searching about online business, or strategies for online business, or how to run an online business. And I'm going to be searching in my zone of genius to find those SEO keywords more quickly. I'm also planning to use AI to generate some content ideas, but nothing beats human ideas either. It's still best practice to listen to your audience or other humans in your sphere of expertise. So maybe that's on Facebook groups, or networking groups, programs, or masterminds that you might be part of. It's still important to listen to humans to find out what problems they have and that you might be able to solve. So, I think it's still important to generate your own ideas. The shower is a great place to think and get ideas. So I'm always, not always, but almost every day, just about, I will have some sort of idea and I record it in my phone right after I get out of the shower. So there's still human idea generation, but sometimes you can get a little help um, from AI. And so I'll be using my AI assistant, my team member, to help me with ideation. And then I will add what AI can't add. And these four things are what Google prioritizes when it's showing results to people searching on the internet. And those four things are EAT, EEAT. It's experiences, so your own personal stories; expertise, your expertise or other people's expertise; This is what AI is not generating. So it's the expertise that you personally have or that you have experienced from others. Authoritativeness, why I'm qualified or you're qualified to share on a topic. Trustworthiness, and that is accurate and truthful content that is creates a safe space for people to read, to be. So use your AI assistant for the idea generation, and then you add the EEAT in throughout the content. And so, by the way, like I said, this is what Google prioritizes. Google can tell if something is AI generated, and it will prioritize content that has EEAT. So you want to make sure you have that. And number three, I will use AI for writer's block. So this is where I was talking about earlier, that AI can make life easier for you or helpful. It's very helpful for you, especially if writing is hard for you. It's hard for me. Writing is hard for me. Words are hard for me, but I'm pretty good at editing. I'm actually, I would say I'm very good at editing. I like to edit. A lot of times things will just pop out at me that don't fit right. And so I'm good at editing and improving writing. So AI is also helping me to condense my writing. So I'm okay at writing, but I'm very wordy. And so words are hard and condensing it is hard. So I have found that AI is great to help me condense all the words that I like to use, even though words are hard. um, I also like to use it to get a draft for emails that I can tweak and I can add to. It saves me so much time, especially if that blinking cursor is just, staring at me, then AI can really get me going. It gives me a way out of that writer's block. Writing emails to deliver my blog vlog pods used to take me at least an hour, and I've definitely cut that time in half. So I can share the content with ChatGPT and ask it to generate a draft and then make all the changes I want in order to make it personal and make it mine and make it my voice. So that's one way that I really love it. If you're worried about being too dependent on AI in your writing, an alternate way to use it is to write your content. And this is what I like to do sometimes if I have a really strong idea. I will write my content and then ask ChatGPT for improvement ideas and how to condense pieces or parts of it. So, if you're a writer and you don't want AI to take over your writing. It's not ever going to take over. You have your unique gift, but you might use it to make your writing faster or make it better or make it more condensed or more compelling. So that's how you might use it for writer's block. I'm sure at some point I will learn to create my own custom GPTs. I guess that's a big new thing now. And that seems to be the new way to deliver tools and templates to your audience. Instead of a PDF template, it's a chat GPT, a custom GPT template. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but that will probably be another way I'll use AI in the future. But I want to also point out we are using AI, but there are some things AI can't do. And I find these really comforting as we are getting used to using this tool. These are the things we have to capitalize on in our online businesses. These are a couple things AI can't do that you should embrace and do in a way that only you can. Do these in a way that only you can. So, number one, AI can't think critically or make decisions. That is a 100% human skill, is to think critically. It can generate information and maybe give computerized advice, which is weird to even think about, but it can't make a final decision. It can tell you pros and cons, but it can't weigh pros and cons critically thinking like a human can. You can take suggestions from AI and choose to take them or leave them. For example, just in writing my script for this video, I asked ChatGPT if there were any suggestions for improvement, and it suggested I take out one of the first sentences I said, which was, I thought I'd join the conversation as a fellow thinker. And I immediately thought to myself, no, I like that phrase because I am a thinker. So I'm leaving it in. So you can take their suggestions, take them or leave them. And while AI can't build relationships, you can. So, this is the second thing that AI cannot do that you can. You can build relationships. Building authentic relationships is 100% unique to every individual. And I think we have to embrace being uniquely ourselves online. My son is an actor, and he tells me about classes he takes that help him get out of his thinking mind and his body so that he can be fully himself. Like there's no guard, nothing, no filter like guarding him or anything. And I think maybe we all need to take some of that training so that we can be uniquely ourselves in our online businesses. As an online business owner, we must prioritize personal engagement in our businesses. And that might look like DMing people in an audience authentically, not salesy, not pitches, authentically striking up conversations, responding to comments authentically, not just with a automation tool that sends a comment, but truly going in and, sure, let the automation send a comment, but then also personally commenting. Um, and hopping on calls with people. There's nothing like a good old fashioned telephone or Zoom call. So, jumping on calls to build relationships. So, ask yourself some of these questions. As an online business owner, how are you getting yourself in spaces to build authentic relationships? Are you being genuine and true with customers and clients? I think as online business owners and with AI, people know when you're not being true and authentic. They can tell, and everybody's filters are a lot stronger than they used to be. Another question to ask yourself is, what relational aspects are you including in your offers and your programs? I think this is what will set online businesses apart in the future because information alone is a commodity now. You can get so much information from AI, right? But delivering information with a human experience is what I think people want and that they're going to be looking for. It's time for us to help people actually do and implement the things that they can learn from online businesses. Also, are you getting away from your laptop regularly for in person relationships? I believe even if you work online, you must have offline personal relationships as well in order to stay well rounded and mentally healthy. And lastly, who have you talked to lately about something other than online business? So, who is in your sphere that you're building relationships with and you're not talking about online business? So, I'm sure in the next year we'll see even more use of AI assistants that can manage customer interactions and even more custom GPTs. I've used some other people's custom GPTs, and so I'm sure we're going to see more and more of that. But we have to always balance automation with authenticity. So, how do you use AI, or what questions do you have about it? I would be happy to, answer if I can, or research for you any questions to or answers to questions about AI. How are you using it? I'd love to know. You can always leave it in the comments. And just a little side question. So I heard one thought leader that I love talking about naming her chat GPT. And I was curious if you have a fun name for your AI tool of choice. I'm thinking I might want to name mine so that when I have my team meetings, it feels more relational. What do you think I should name it? Well, I asked, this is a funny story I'll end with. I asked ChatGPT what it would like to be called because it said it wanted to know what I pick. Um, it said it wanted to know what I'm going to pick after I asked it to read my script. And it gave me some suggestions that I thought were really funny. And one of them that I really liked, I'm going to go with, is Lex, Lex, which is short. ChatGPT said it gave me this word, this name, because it was short for lexicon. Well, then I had to ask, well, what does lexicon mean? And a lexicon is a collection of words like a dictionary or vocabulary for a specific language or field. Since I work with, this is what ChatGPT said, since I work with words all day, Lex felt like a fitting name. And maybe he tells, or it tells everybody that, I don't know, but I think I'm going to call ChatGPT Lex. So using AI can be fun and make you laugh. It made me laugh when it wrote that. I hope you'll embrace it to work faster, work smarter, and have some fun. So here's your challenge for the next week. Use AI in one new way, whether it's for brainstorming, whether it's for writing, customer service, for researching, for improving your writing, some new way. Try using it in a new way, and then DM me on Facebook or Instagram, or you can email me hello at limitlessbusinessonline.com, and tell me how it went. I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. So, thank you for joining me today as we talk about AI. These are some thoughts that I've had about it, and I hope that these three ways to use AI will be helpful for you as you're implementing it into your online business. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Bye for now.